Welcome back to the Odyssey, my friends. I am my Odyssey, and today we got some huge updates inside the world of Nintendo. We will go over each and every one of them today, and of course, today's main story of the day. There was a delay in this series that's connected to this game, and let's go ahead and talk about it to see what could it mean for the future of this major game. But before, if you are new here, consider subscribing, join the best Nintendo community on YouTube, and guess what? You won't regret it. Alright, so let's start by taking a journey inside the world of Splatoon, because this weekend we had a Splatfest going on, and you could choose between Team Family, Team Friend, or Team Solo. Well, I have to give it up for Team Solo because they took it all the way home. They won, and so it looks like the introverts won the entire thing. Congratulations to Team Solo for winning the Splatfest and to everyone for participating. Let's move on to today's next story. And season 2024, when it comes to Nintendo Switch games, has officially started with the launch of another Code Recollection coming out this Friday on Nintendo Switch eShop, and of course physical if you can find it. So if you are into another Code Recollection, it'll be available this Friday on the eShop. And calling all Pokemon trainers out there, it looks like we have a brand new Pokemon that was spotted in the Hidden Treasure Area 0, and we have a Pokemon type Poison and Ghost. It is called Petron. So the Pokemon Company has revealed that this new Pokemon is now out there in the field. So if you are into Pokemon and you are in the Area 0, make sure you have those Pokemons ready because Petron is coming for you, and you better catch him before he does. And before we get to the main topic of the day, we have some great news for Mario Plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope. It looks like the game has finally reached and passed 3 million copies sold, which is the big landmark for the game. And so congratulations to Mario Plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope and all of the fans who purchased the game. Now, this game is actually on sale right now. There is a link down below in the description that leads to an Amazon affiliate link that supports the channel, but you can also download it on the eShop where they have the game on sale as well. So go ahead and check it out now. All right, so with that said, let's move on to today's main story. All right, so for today's main story, we are headed back to the world of Pokemon, but not the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I'm using this footage because if I use the other footage, they're going to claim it and they're not going to let me use it. So I'm talking about the Netflix series Pokemon Horizons, which is a really cool series that just started. And basically, this is the series that kind of takes over from when Ash Ketchum left the show. We have new characters, new Pokemons, new stories, new adventures, and a lot more. Now, there is an update news on this series, and it looks like it has been delayed. And so I have gone behind the scenes talking to my friends, PokeTubers, people who actually cover Pokemon. And one thing that I have learned is that, well, shows like this basically are kind of the lead for video games that come alongside it, right? So for example, we have a TV show come out, and then there's the game that comes out afterwards. And now, if you didn't know, next month on the 27th, we have Pokemon Day, right? And on Pokemon Day, there is a potential Pokemon Presents. And so with this now new show delayed to March 7th, then that begs the question, why was this game or this show delayed? Does it have to do with the actual game? Here is the Twitter announcement from Twitter. It says, "Hello trainers, Pokemon Horizons. The series will now premiere on March 7th on Netflix, just a short time later than previously announced." So with this, the show has been delayed just a little bit further. Now, it's curious to me that it's been delayed to take place after the Pokemon Presents. So there is some tying in there with Pokemon Horizons and Pokemon Presents that we can actually see Gen 10 being announced during this Pokemon Presents, which is a great thing. We know that all the Pokemon fans out there are gearing up and are ready for Gen 10 of the Pokemon series. And we hope that this delay just means that the game is also just delayed just a bit because they are working on it. I know the games don't launch at the very same time as the series. They kind of launch the same year. For example, if the series is delayed to March 7th, then we can expect the game to be out around maybe October or November, right? Because normally Pokemon games, they come out later in the year. And so with this, it begs the question, right? Why was this series delayed? Is it connected to the video game? Is it connected to Pokemon Presents happening on February 27th? Hopefully happening on February 27th. There are no announcements just yet, but we know that Pokemon Presents is taking place on that same day, right? So let me know what you guys think. Are we kind of seeing some pattern here? And does this delay have anything to do with the Pokemon Presents? Pokemon fans out there, I want you to chip in down below in the description, because this topic is more like a discussion topic, and where we can kind of speculate, right? We're free to speculate to see why the delay. And of course, it's going to take place right after the Pokemon Presents, and Pokemon Day has already been kind of featured, right? So we can also kind of speculate that this delay also has to do, and maybe the Nintendo Switch 2, right? Maybe we'll see a reveal or an announcement of Nintendo Switch 2 right before, in the month of February. There is also a Nintendo Direct happening in February, and nobody knows whether Nintendo will reveal the Switch 2 in February. Nintendo does what Nintendo does. I'm not confirming they're gonna do it. I'm just speculating they could do it, because at the end, Nintendo does whatever they want. But this could also be a possibility of why the series was delayed, and maybe the show is also attached to the game. Another thing is that Pokemon Horizons feels like a name for the next gen Pokemon, right? For Gen 10, Pokemon Horizons feels like it's like an open world game, but hopefully they actually finished it. Hopefully they let it cook enough so that we don't see any glitches like in Pokemon Violet and Scarlet. And so with Gen 10, I know we're going to see new Pokemons. We're going to see a new world, new characters, new storylines. And I hope that, you know, they follow a little bit the story of Violet and Scarlet, because I know in Violet and Scarlet, I really did love the three stories at the same time that kind of all merged into one at the very end. And that was just super creative and gave us enough playing time for us to enjoy the entire world, right? Because I love that in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, each story took you to a different place in the world, and they made it so that you can actually explore the entire area, because you had to in order to finish each story. So hopefully this is the case for Pokemon Horizons, if it's the name that they choose for Gen 10. Let me know what you guys down below in the comments. I'm just kind of talking here, and I'm excited for the next gen system. I'm excited for the next gen Pokemon, and I'm excited for Pokemon Presents happening just a couple of weeks away. So let me know down below in the comments. I'll see you in the next episode here at the Odyssey. But before I let you go, never give up and journey on. Peace.